Hello everybody, Brian Tulsa here, and this is the first video I've done on this channel for a long time. I do still have my other channel, Hooded Cobra Commander 788. I've been on that for like 6 years, doing something totally different, but I felt like I wanted to do something more personal on this channel, and I would like to have a way to express some of my personal thoughts, which I do sometimes on the other channel, but most of the time it's not the right place to do that. So I thought maybe I'll try to do a vlog here. What kind of vlog? Well, I'm not really sure. I think it'll be just what's on my mind on any given day. My intention is to not do a scripted vlog. My intention is not to do editing, but to just sit down in front of the camera and just express myself and kind of get my thoughts out. And you can watch it and agree or disagree or not watch it, whatever you choose. So, the main thing that's on my mind is the same thing that's on everybody's mind, is the global pandemic that's going on right now. It's a strange time to be alive. Honestly, I never thought I would see the world in this state. And when I was growing up, of course, it was in the Cold War, and in the Cold War, we always thought, it might be possible that it would be a hot war, and that the United States and its allies would be at war with the Soviet Union and their allies. But it didn't quite work out that way. But if the apocalypse had turned out that way, I think at least most people from my generation would be able to understand it and digest it better, and sort of, it would be bad, of course. The whole idea of the apocalypse is it's not good for most people, but at least we could have understood that. This pandemic is something that it was always more likely than, the Russians attacking. It was always more likely than a situation like the movie Red Dawn. But, you don't fight it with guns, you don't fight it with armies, you don't even fight it with the thing that we usually do to fight things, and that is come together. It's odd, but the best way to fight this enemy is by not coming together and staying separate and staying away from each other for a time until it kind of burns itself out. And unfortunately, that will cost the lives of some people. We want it to cost the lives of as few people as possible. But it's strange. It's strange to be called upon to serve your fellow man by staying home. And I'm certainly willing to do it. I have done it. I've grown this. This is my apocalypse beard. But I'm not going to lie, the isolation has been a challenge. It's been tough. It's been difficult. I'm normally fairly introverted anyway, but this is something else. This is not the same as just, staying home for an evening rather than going out with friends. This is true isolation. At least, okay, it's not true isolation. This is mostly isolation. We do still have the internet. We can still interact with people on some level. And although my family and I have been home most of the time, almost all of the time since this pandemic started, we have gotten out because we have to get food, we have to get supplies, things like that. So we have gotten out. That's been very minimal. We are trying to do our part. We're trying to stay safe and keep everyone else safe as much as we can. So we really haven't been going out any more than absolutely necessary. But that level of isolation, it's getting to me. It has taken a toll on my mental health, which is unfortunate. Sorry, it's getting windy out here. It's unfortunate because my mental health actually had been improving quite a bit. I had gotten on some new medication. It was, I feel, working very well. And I was in a really good mental state. And then this pandemic hit, and I was still doing pretty good for a while, but the toll that the isolation took on me was exceeding what the medication could compensate for. So it's been tough. I will be going back to work next week. Not really any choice on that because courts are our courts anyway are reopening next week. Our office is reopening next week. There will be some additional precautions, but I have to do my job, so I don't really have any choice. I will be back. I do think it's too early to open. In Oklahoma, our numbers, as far as infections and deaths, they're not improving. In fact, if anything, they are being undercounted because in our state we're not testing people as much as we should. So there are more cases here than are reported. We have no idea how many, but we know that we're not testing everyone who is likely infected. So it's too early to go back, but some of us don't really have a choice. So do what we have to do. But it will be good when it is actually safe to go out again and everything's reopened, because I do need to get out. I need to see the world. I want to travel. I want to see friends, things like that. But mainly I want to get myself back in that better mental state that I was in. So why am I recording this? I think that I am going to try my hand at doing a daily vlog. I will try to do it every day as much as I can. What will be in it? What will be in it is whatever I'm doing that day, which sometimes will be just this. I am sitting at home. I have nowhere to go. I am working from home. I've been working from home since this started, but I'm still working from home. So I'm stuck here. But my goal is, once this is all over, to travel more. I will take you with me. Hopefully we'll see some cool stuff out there in the world, outside of the walls of my house and the fence in my backyard. What is on here mostly should have nothing to do with my other channel. I'm going to try to keep it personal here, keep it independent of other projects. There may be a little bit of crossover, because if I travel for a convention or something like that, I will want to take you with me and record some of that. So that may be related to the other channel, but this will be the personal side of it. So may talk about politics a little bit. Definitely talk about current events. Talk about my life. Ask you about your life. But yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens if I do this every day. What will probably happen is not very many people will watch, because you don't really have a reason to. You have your own life. Why would you necessarily want to spend 10 or 15 minutes listening to a guy talk about his? But I will leave you with a question. It's a question that I've asked a number of friends, and I will put it to you. This is my apocalypse beard. I normally have a goatee, but I have grown the beard out, and I'm trying to decide if I should keep it after the pandemic after everything is over and we go back to normal, should I keep it? Most of the people I've asked have said keep it. I am still undecided. As you can see, it does not grow in on the sides very well, but it's there. It would be trimmed up a little bit, so this is the untrimmed version. Hopefully make it a little neater. But I leave the question to you. Should I keep the beard or not? What do you think? Don't feel any pressure. I will make the final decision. But I am listening to input. So why not give me your input? I think that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.